What I did here was made a built-in table into the island.
Cool.
You have stools that slide right under to sit down and feed your kids breakfast and not have to set out the dining room table. It's a good option to have.
I love this floating table idea. I have been doing renovations a long time, but my favorite part is doing custom woodworking. For the Suburban House, I'm building a river table. It will be a custom element for the kitchen that will make the house more unique and desirable. The river table gets its name because it has two live edges in the middle with unique contours that you fill with epoxy, so it looks like a river. This is the Claro walnut that we're gonna be working with. The second I saw this slab, I thought, this is gonna be the perfect piece for this river table. There's so much character in this slab. There's so many knots, the marbling of the wood. That's gonna really stand out. So this is mistletoe.
Mistletoe?
Well, it's a plant that grows on the outside of the tree.
Really?
And then it sucks the nutrients from the tree. It creates so much character.
That's cool.
Wow.
Oh, this is cool.
Once the live edges are in, this gives it the effect of the river. Insert the Claro walnut slab into the form like a glove. That's a perfect fit. Wow. And now for the most critical stage. 1, 2, 3. Pouring the epoxy to hold it all together. I have never done a pour this big. I'm kind of nervous. We're gonna pour the river, so the epoxy is gonna go down the middle, and this form is gonna hold all of it in. I'm gonna start at the wide end, I think.
It's a river, it'll flow where it's gotta go.
Ready? So there's a lot of air in the epoxy from mixing it, and the torch helps get rid of those. This is gonna look incredible. I'm so excited. I've never built a table like this. I've been working on a custom table for the kitchen at the Suburban House. It's not quite finished, but I want to test it in this space. I'm very excited about the table. I want to show it to my dad, and I'm sure he's gonna love it.
I love the clear epoxy.
Because the epoxy takes a long time to dry, I didn't get to sand it, but I wanted to bring it, set it in place, make sure we're all happy, and look who it is.
What do you think?
Well, I think it's not finished, but it looks pretty damn sexy. I think it's unique. Who would have thought you could take 2 pieces of lumber and join it with epoxy like this and yet see through it?
So this is called a river table. The reason it's called a river table is because when you actually look down it, it contours like a river would. This is Claro walnut.
It's a walnut.
But once I sand that, it's gonna be polished, it's gonna be beautiful.
I don't know if I like that I can see the yellow through it.
Really?
Yes.
I like that you can see the yellow because it's showing that it's still part of that island, and then you're able to see the floor underneath.
And I'm just swallowing it. See, I like looking at it from this angle. When you come to the end and look down at it, then I liked it. I think it's something that just grows on you as you continue to stare at it.
Now you're being sold on it.
Yes.
It looks like a piece of art.
Well, wait till it's done.
Sold.
Oh.
You can't buy this house. You already own it. You have to sell it. Instead of going with the walnut, what I've done is I'm going with a mahogany.
Finishing the walnut, are you going to stain it to match the floor?
I'm going to give it a natural oil, but that's going to pop the grain.
Does that work? As I stand here and look at this, I see the tabletop matching the floor and the beam matching the floor.
So you want me to go darker?
I'm starting to think you should.
I don't want to lose the table on the floor. Why don't you guys leave this one to me? I get asked a lot if I prefer using stain or oil. Stain will change the color of the wood and provide a high level of UV protection. While oil can also change the color, I find that it's great for bringing out the wood's natural grain and beauty. There are benefits to each, but I prefer working with natural oils. There are many different types of oil, so do your research. When applying the oil, I use a good quality cloth, or else little bits of fluff will stick to the wood. In fact, I always wash the cloth first.
If you were to go a light tone of mahogany or anything like the walnut natural color, it changes everything. These must match the floor.
Just trust me.
I'm not feeling well. You know, Dad, I'm gonna listen, I'm gonna make it dark. That's all I wanna hear, not trust me. I trust you'll make the right decision and make it dark. Look at this kitchen.
Oh yeah, isn't this beautiful?
I want this kitchen. Now we're talking. The table you made is spectacular.
It was the first river table I've ever built.
This is a one of a kind, and it really complements this house. And this is comfortable. 4 people can sit here, 2 people can sit at the other, and that's 6 people.
With the colors you've chosen for the house, it works.
It now blends in.
And I think the risk paid off in the end.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh. I love the open concept. Look at the table. I've never seen anything like that before. This is absolutely my kitchen. I love it.
I plan to use my carpentry skills to create unique and beautiful wood features in each home I renovate. With all of the crazy deadlines, extreme weather conditions, and budget challenges that come with each construction project, woodworking is my serenity.